What's going on, guys? Today I got a discussion video. It's something that I've done 2 or 3 times on this channel already. Pretty much I just get in a Discord call with somebody and we just talk about some topic that I've come up with. Today I'm talking with my buddy Glam. This is the first time he's appeared in any of my videos, but he's been in a few of my live streams at this point. So yeah, it kind of both starts weird and ends weird. That's how the majority of my discussion videos go, just because of the way they're set up. So get ready to be thrown into something interesting. It's kind of long. There's 0 editing in this video because, again, it's a discussion. It's kind of a weirder video, so sorry about that. But I feel like the majority of my videos are meant to be just kind of listened to in the background anyway. So here you guys go. Hope you enjoy. When it comes to the whole situation where Blackbeard has, you know, a devil fruit and another one, and then there's also the thing where he can steal devil fruits. Those are kind of separate, but I mean, they happened at the same time. Like, that being a thing was revealed at the same time. So while I don't think they're like related, I do think, you know, they're both very similar situations, and we're talking
they could be related.
They could be, and I think the only way they could be related would be is if it all has to do with the darkness fruit.
Did he have a basket of fruits with him when he was at Marineford?
Well,
because he might have gotten the Gurguranomi from that.
I mean, we didn't see that, but I mean, it's
I'm trying to remember if he had one or
like
not.
The thing that's a popular thing is people think, and I actually really think this is the case, is when a user dies, their devil fruit power respawns, or like I guess travels to the nearest fruit. And
of that variety.
And see, that's the thing too. And Tekking disagrees with this for whatever fucking reason.
Well, I mean, we have no way of proving it.
Well, I know, no, but that part, like, is whatever. He thinks that it could be any fruit. It'd just be the most nearby.
We have no way of proving it.
The thing is, we've seen the Maramaranomi 2 times, and it had the same shape. So it's like,
I think it could be where it might go into any fruit and it could like shape it to
it's just
what it should
but
look like.
Why even make such an assumption? Like, it doesn't even like prove anyone's theory correct. You know, it's just like a weird.
It's
thing
just something you can just put out there in that case,
I guess. But yeah, I think that is very likely that would be how that works, and it would certainly be an explanation as to how he was able to steal the fruit. But the problem with that is, the reason that doesn't make complete sense to me is Burgess tried stealing both Sabo and Luffy's fruits. And I mean, he had a knife or whatever, and I do have my own thing on that.
I think the knife is just a red herring. I think he's just trying to kill them.
I think it seems like a pretty reasonable, like, gutting knife, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, I have something on that in a sec, but my point there is like that. He cannot be just walking around, like you just said, like with a basket of fruits. Like, for any devil fruit he comes across.
Well, Burgess actually did have one on his back at Dressrosa.
Did he, though?
He has like that green scarf, and I don't know if it's been confirmed that it's a basket of fruit, but I know a lot of people think it is because of the way it's shaped.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I'd never considered
he could just have like a basket full of like every kind of fruit. And when he kills a fruit user, like, he has a very high chance of getting the fruit there.
That would be pretty interesting. I wonder if that is what that is. Well, that would really support the idea of it traveling to the nearest fruit then. I think, though, there is also something else important. I think it's possible that one way to transfer the power, and you could also include the respawning thing, because there has to be some kind of respawn regardless, but you could also potentially steal someone's power by eating a specific organ or something. Like, I'm guessing either the heart or the stomach.
Probably the heart.
I think it would be the heart. And
if
I think
it's the container for the soul, which the devil fruit kind of
encompasses,
encompasses, it has to be the heart.
That's the thing. And I think it makes sense.
That
like,
Blackbeard,
we have
heart.
all but confirmed. We've all but confirmed that, like, you can steal someone's devil fruit by eating them. I mean, with Big Mom, like, that's confirmed. Like, we can't even say that's like up for debate. Like, that is confirmed. So yes, like, it has to be a specific organ, right? Like, it doesn't have to be the entire body. That wouldn't make sense.
It makes sense because when Teach had the tarp thrown over him and Whitebeard at Marineford, it probably had nothing to do with it being like a black tarp and there being darkness. It was probably more so.
I don't like that.
No one could see what he was doing when he stuck his hand inside of the hole in Whitebeard's chest to get his heart out.
Exactly. The only like problem I can see with that is that, like, I don't know, I might expect Shanks and all of the Whitebeard pirates to have done maybe a minor autopsy, and they could have realized, you know, he's missing whatever. But
if anyone would probably know it, it would most likely only be Shanks.
Well, yeah, he might just know.
There's plenty of theories that he knows, like, some secret about devil fruits that other people don't, and that's the reason why he was, like, so, like, aggressive towards a Whitebeard about not letting Ace fight Blackbeard.
I think he knows the history of everything, right? Like, he made it to Raftel, I believe.
He did not. He was not on the last journey to Raftel.
Okay.
From what Nekomamushi and Inuarashi said at Zo.
What?
Yeah, and I think Rayleigh said it too.
That does not make sense.
I think I don't know if he really cares to know about the true history or anything like that. I think he knows where Raftel is, but I think he just doesn't care to go look for it.
I think he knows everything, though, either way. Like, because he was on the ship.
He could. He wasn't on there when they discovered the true history.
Maybe so, but
even
like,
then,
he's still obviously friends with them and shit. Like,
yeah, like Roger didn't even discover the entire true history because he couldn't read poneglyphs.
Well, couldn't he? Kind of though. Couldn't he hear them?
Yeah, but it wasn't the same thing. Like,
no, he definitely can, because Rayleigh even says, like, yeah, we know everything.
Well, yeah, but then didn't they say at Zo, like, he didn't, like, learn the entire history because he either, like, didn't have all of the poneglyphs. Like, he hadn't read all of the poneglyphs, so he didn't technically find the real poneglyph.
I could see that. Like, he hasn't read every single poneglyph, but at the same time, I mean, the 99% of, you know, stuff is probably within Raftel.
Yeah.
So I think, like, everything that actually is, like, an astounding revelation, he is aware.
Or when you, like, put it all together, it's like there's another thing that's even bigger than those.
That's why it's called the Rio Poneglyph, right, I think. Like, that's the combination of all of them, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is a factor, I suppose. What exactly does this have to do with Blackbeard?
It had to
because,
do...
right, Shanks would know about Blackbeard. Yeah, I don't know if he would. It's hard to say, really. He probably was aware that Blackbeard was interested in devil fruits and whatnot.
Yes, I would say at most that.
That is another thing that I was thinking about today when I was talking to Mikey and Riggs. So something that's very interesting to me is that it's possible that Blackbeard cannot have, like, regardless of the reasoning for why he can have more than one fruit, it's possible that he can have not, like, an overlapping class. Like, he can't have an additional Logia.
That's what I think, too. I think he can only have one of each.
Because it makes zero sense to me that he would not take Ace's fruit, considering just by being a Logia, people consider it to be, like, uber powerful.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at that point in time, like, it had been stated numerous times that Whitebeard's fruit was the strongest paramecia in the world, at least in, like, terms of raw power.
Yeah.
So he probably wanted that one more, and I think he even stated, like, he was going for the Tremor fruit more than anything else.
Yes, that's another interesting question.
I do agree with you, saying, like, he probably can only have one of each.
Right.
And if he's going to go after a Zoan as a third one, it's probably going to be a mythical one.
Well,
I know that there's theories about the Cerberus fruit, which
dude,
I don't personally subscribe to.
I am so subscribed to it.
Yeah, I would, if he was going to, I would say if he was going to kill anyone to try and take their mythical Zoan fruit, Kaido is probably the top priority there, because he very well may have mythical Zoan.
I don't know if it could be better than Marco's, though.
I mean,
what mythical creature
it could
really
be
better than Marco's?
Well, you know his tattoo on his arm that no one really pays attention to because everybody's so focused on him being a demon?
Yes.
It's eerily like dragon scales.
Right.
So if he has the mythical Zoan fruit of a fucking dragon...
Right. I mean, I know, it is such a popular theory that he... Oh, man, dude, I really do want Kaido to be a Poneglyph. I cannot tell you.
It just seems so stupid to me.
Dude, it's so One Piece. Like, that's so Oda. Are you kidding?
How is Robin gonna read him then?
I would think it would be on his back. You know? Come on.
We're off topic here.
Yeah, I guess, wow, we are very off topic, actually. Yes. So, back to Blackbeard. I mean, I guess we kind of seem to agree, and it seems pretty logical on how they could potentially be transferring them, but more like, why can he have one, like what we are just
Why can he have more than two? Or more than one?
Yeah, and do you think he could have an additional one?
I don't think...
It really depends.
I only think he has two right now.
Yeah.
I think he may well get a third one, but that'll be his cap. And yes. I know there's a lot of people that also think that he could function as like a way to like give his crewmates double fruits.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense because of
I never liked that.
It does not make sense at all. No way.
Because why wouldn't they just eat the fruits if they wanted the powers?
Right. And like again, you could just eat a person.
Yeah.
So at that point, why even bother with... It doesn't make sense with Burgess and Dressrosa. Like, clearly he could handle it by himself. He did not need Blackbeard at all. So
why do you think he was there in the first place? Like, Blackbeard sent him there to do it because he had said, like, he never failed to get a Devil Fruit user before.
Right. That's... So, yeah, like, there's just no way.
Which is another thing, too. Like, they might very well only be getting these Devil Fruits not to, like, store the fruits themselves, but they could be just giving them to members of their crew.
Stockpiling them, yeah.
Well, like, because if Blackbeard really wants to go after their One Piece, like, he's gonna need a super powerful crew more than just his, like, top people. If he's gonna have, like, fodder in there as well. And if he's giving the fodder Devil Fruits, well, that's gonna boost their strength cap by a ton.
Right. I think there's a decent possibility, too, that when they do get later down the line and after like they've acquired additional Devil Fruits, I think we might see a theme of Logias among them, which is like how are they
we don't know
more, but
we don't know anything about San Juan Wolf or Vasco Shot, Davon or Pizarro, and they very may well not have been Devil Fruit users before.
I don't think they would be,
but they could have one now.
Right, that's what they've been implying.
Lafitte apparently has one because he can grow wings at times.
Yeah, I mean, he's also kind of just a little freak.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't 100%.
He fucking appeared in Marijois, and no one noticed he was there.
I wouldn't 100% put that on a
Devil Fruit at all,
but it's very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing with the Logias is, in Big Mom's crew, at least I looked through them, and I don't believe
we don't have a single one.
I think they only have Paramecias. I couldn't think of a Zoan. I could not think of a Zoan.
Other than Peckham's.
Okay, there is Peckham's too, that's true, but he's not even really there anymore.
And maybe kind of Tamago, but...
Is it? I feel like it's
the egg fruit is fucking weird.
I think it's a Paramecia.
I think it is, I think it is Paramecia, but it very much displays quality similar to a Zoan.
Right. And then we have Kaido's crew, who it's very much looking like
they are all. It has been confirmed that they all are Zoan type users.
Exactly.
And Shank's crew has, from what we've seen,
just hockey.
No Devil Fruit users at all.
So it's like they all have a theme. So I think Blackbeard could very well be going for
hell, even the Whitebeard pirates mainly had Paramecias too, I think.
Right, yeah.
From what we saw, there was 2 Zoans and
a Paramecia,
3 or 4 Paramecias, and Ace,
Right. I mean, I'd barely consider him even a member, but a member worth anything, I should say. But I just made a video shitting on Ace, so I don't think we need to bring that into this discussion. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say if he'll be able to have more, or how he even is having 2 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if he's going for Logias, we could see shit like we've never seen before. Like, a lot of people really want like a water one, and I know a lot of people think Dragon has a wind one.
Right, yes. Very possible. I think that's probably the case, the most likely, at least.
Like plenty of elements like that we haven't seen in the story yet.
Do you think so? I always have trouble thinking of additional Logias besides like metal.
Metal, I say, like Earth.
Yeah, Earth, kind of.
possibly wood. Hell, even paper would kind of work as well.
Paper? Really?
Yeah, think of it like Conan from Naruto.
Oh. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on there. Like, I don't even know how that works.
Neither do I,
in the
but
Naruto
I
verse.
just fucking roll with it.
Yeah, right. It's just it's cool. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like paper would be a paramecia, but yeah, I guess if it was like Conan, then
Yeah, but it was also like if you could turn into, well, wood wouldn't really be that useful, but if you can't really have
Wood
a
could be
nature-based Logia, yeah, like you can't really have a nature-based Logia because it's more about controlling a bunch of other things and not one specific part of it.
right.
Which is probably why I know a lot of people say that Ryokugyu could very well have a nature-based paramecia fruit.
Yes, I think that would be very cool too. I've heard the idea too. Who was it by? Was it Tekken? It might have been Tekken.
Oh yeah, Acid Logia is another one a lot of people
Oh,
like.
fuck that. That'd be lame. You think that would even be a Logia? I think paramecia for sure.
It could be paramecia. It could also.
I guess
It can also be.
Logia.
I know a lot of people say they like nuclear radiation as a paramecia for him.
Right.
A lot of the time.
Nuclear paramecia.
And these are like, and when people think about these new fruits too, it's like these are high tier things. So if Blackbeard was going for fruits at all, like they're gonna have to be a super high tier.
Oh yeah.
Like they have to either be paramecia fruits on a level of Whitebeard, Big Mom, Doflamingos, or Logias, or ancient and mythical zones, and that's it.
Right. It can't be like the jacket fruit. Okay. He's going for the goods, the good goods.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at his fruits alone. Like those things.
They're being hyped up to be the two strongest in the world right now.
You do. I've heard you say that multiple times now, and I don't know if I agree.
They say it in the story like a million times too, but
yeah. I mean,
it matters based on his proficiency, and by the end of the story, they probably will be just based on how he uses them. But
I don't know if I can agree with the tremor fruit, but the darkness for sure has been.
That's because you suck Doflamingo's dick so much.
Oh my god, dude! I don't even think that it's in second. I don't even think it's in second to the string fruit.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Think about Law's fruit. I understand it's been clearly nerfed and has limitations, but like,
yeah,
he kind of is an idiot too. Like, he is not using that thing as well as he could be.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like,
that could also be a cool thing to think about. What if by the end of the series, Blackbeard like goes after like all the super powered devil fruit users we've seen in the story so far, and like just try and kill them all and take their fruit?
Definitely possible. He might.
Like if he killed off the likes of like Doflamingo, Crocodile, Law, Katakuri, Big Mom, like that'd be fucking nuts.
Oh, Big Mom would be insane. Yeah, I think her fruit's possibly better than the Tremor fruit as well, but that's kind of hard to say. It's really hard to gauge her fruit because there's like it has potential to be like the most overpowered fruit of all time.
It can do a lot of shit.
But
like, it can do a lot of shit.
Like at the same time, it's kind of weird like how the whole being able to take away people's lifespan and whatnot, which is supposed to be like the most ridiculous OP thing about it. I mean, Jinbei is just unaffected. Like anyone worth anything will just be unaffected.
You don't give a damn because he ain't scared of that.
Right, like
bitch.
that's the problem. And it's like, so okay, it's not even like it tones it down. Like it has zero effect on pretty much anyone worth anything. So
well, I think the entirety of her crew is scared of her, so it could work on people even like Katakuri.
And I would not say the Sweet Commanders fear her, especially Katakuri. I could see Cracker maybe.
I think it's probably only Katakuri. I think Smoothie is scared of her.
Possibly. I mean, yeah, definitely not Katakuri. He has Conqueror's Haki. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
That man is not to be fucked with by anyone but Luffy. I mean, yeah.
Oh wait, I just thought of something too. When Oda said we could be seeing the strongest opponent ever in Wano, that's like
you think
related to Whitebeard? I just thought like no one has ever considered it being Blackbeard. Like I know the top candidates are like
Weevil.
I think Weevil and Shiki, and that's it.
I don't think Shiki's popular among many people but you. Green Bull is definitely one of the ones up there.
I think based on like the Whitebeard thing, I've heard people suggest it.
I've seen
not
it
a lot,
but
I've heard people do it.
I feel like Weevil and Green Bull are the two big ones people assume.
And Crocodile is also another possibility, but we've already seen him before.
Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it based on only the fact that it's related to Whitebeard, but that's it.
Right. It could be Blackbeard, though. That is true, and if it is, I would imagine we're going to learn everything about devil fruits.
That'd be fucking crazy.
That would be nice.
I mean, we're in the middle of the Yonko saga. If there's any time to, like, at least give us the beginnings of information about Blackbeard and hell, even Shanks, it'd be now.
Right. That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, I think we've pretty much exhausted everything we can talk about with the...
it was about why he can have two... We didn't talk about why he can have two devil fruits at once.
Yeah, we keep trying to and then go...
Yeah.
Off on a tangent.
I know a lot of people like the idea of him having two hearts.
Yeah,
by maybe being a world government experiment, which...
Or just, I mean...
Nah, I
mutation,
don't know.
Potentially.
Yeah, yeah, because Marco said he has had a weird body,
right.
so...
I would see that being interesting. Something cool that I might even make a video on Mikey was talking about. He thinks there's a good chance that it actually is a result of the D. Because in what we've seen, a lot of the Ds have very strange feats that have to do with having a fucking insane body. Like how Ace's mother, who was a D, was able to hold him in her womb for like, it was like 22 months, I believe. That's pretty insane. Law being able to survive as long as he did with the white lead disease, that was interesting. Did
Ace ever do anything crazy physically like that?
He got one-shotted by Akainu. That is all he's good for. He sucks.
I cannot remember if he did anything, though.
He ruins every theory in the story. He's just the worst.
I mean, Luffy really hasn't either, but...
Luffy's stamina, though, is like the most overwhelming
and it's also, like,
stamina in the series.
Yeah, and like Garp's insane strength that we really don't know how he got.
Like, their bodies, a lot of the time, as we've seen, just have like ridiculous limits and abilities. And I could see it being very possible that Blackbeard is able to have at least a second devil fruit because of this, which would be interesting. I like that possibility a lot. I'd like to look, as I'm going through the story again, at even more situations where the D just...
It's so funny how a lot of people think he's like One Piece Kakuzu, where he has like multiple hearts for multiple devil fruits.
Oh yeah, really? You think he has that many? Do people think that?
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people have thought about it. Like, if he has multiple hearts, it makes sense if he...
Right.
If he eats one heart from another person, like, it would just go straight into his heart, right?
Right, I mean,
by that logic.
That's like the idea, I would think. I mean, that makes sense to me. Like, perfect sense. Like, this is One Piece, hello. I mean, yeah.
And it could also be something completely fucking different than no one has thought of, because Oda's a madman.
He really is a madman. He surprises us all the time, I mean. I think there's a very good chance it is something that nobody has anticipated yet. Very creative, which would be very cool too. I'd like to see it.
Oh, by the way, just to fucking get it out there, when do you think the Cerberus fruit like extra ability is? Because we know a lot of mythical zones have extra abilities, and other than him being a giant three-headed dog, like what else could he do with it?
I mean,
other than have multiple devil fruits.
I think that would be it. Like,
really?
That's a pretty ridiculous... I mean, that is better ability than any other.
I mean, he could, like, be able to send them into, like, another plane of existence, like the underworld, if we're basing it off of, like, real legit Greek mythology, because Cerberus is the guardian of the underworld.
Right, I know. But, like, come on.
But that'd be, like, some crazy Bleach-level shit that we've never seen before.
I mean, I think it has to go without saying here. If he does have the Cerberus fruit, like, if that was a thing, then it would be, like, unquestionable, pretty much. That is the reason he has multiple devil fruits.
Yeah.
Like, that would have to be the reason. So, like...
It also kind of make the weird way he went about getting the devil fruits kind of pointless, too, when you think about it. Because he could have just eaten them there, if he had the fruit beforehand.
Right. But he might not want people to know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that, too, because... it is entirely within his character to do something like that.
Right. I mean, he's quite devious, and he wouldn't want people knowing his plans and whatnot. So it's hard to say. But yes.
And that about covers it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough one, because they're so... it's pure speculation, like, as to how he could be doing this.
I mean, it's the same deal when you talk about people like Shanks and Dragon and hell, Roger. Like, you have no way of knowing anything they can do.
Right.